PharmD Nation, it is not uncommon for a lot of you watching this video to have some sort of retirement savings plan through your employer. Most often, people end up using what they call a 401k plan. I know a lot of you are probably familiar with what it is, but do you really understand how it works? And why is it important to really understand the nuts and bolts of everything that's going on? So to begin, a 401k plan is basically a plan set up by your employer to allow you to put money into to save for your retirement. This is a benefit employers usually provide on top of the normal compensation they give you as an employee. So the 401k is unique where you as an employee can decide and dictate how much money you want to put into the plan throughout the year. Usually people pick some sort of percentage of their total compensation and they decide to put that amount of money inside their employer 401k that year. For example, let's just say that you're a pharmacist making $130,000 a year and you think, well, you know what, I think this year I want to contribute 10% of my salary into my retirement 401k. So that year, every time you get paid, 10% of your pay before taxes are taken out will get taken and dropped into your 401k, where that money will sit for the remainder of your employment at that company or until you want to pull it out for some reason later on in life. Why are 401ks unique? Well, again, they are employee driven, which means the employee gets to decide how much money goes into the 401k. They also get discretion on what investments they want to be invested in inside that 401k. Another unique feature is oftentimes employers will make some sort of matching contribution into your plan. So if you're contributing 10%, maybe the employer will go, hey, I'm going to contribute on your behalf an additional 3, 5, or maybe even 10% along with your contribution into your plan every single year. Another unique feature about the 401k, which really is where a lot of the benefit is derived, is the tax deferral of the money inside the account. You put money into a 401k out of your compensation or your salary before that gets taxed. The money gets put inside your 401k and that money grows tax deferred until it comes time to pull that money out. Now the rationale behind this is you put money into your 401k, that money avoids tax while you're earning an income, which is probably going to put you in a higher tax environment than when you actually pull the money out in retirement, which in theory you'd be in a lower tax environment. So by the time you pay tax on that money after you pull it out, you'll be paying less tax on those dollars than if you would have just taken the money while you were earning an income in most likely a higher income tax bracket. Now it always doesn't work out that way, and that's why proper planning is important, but that's the theory behind the 401k and why the benefit of tax deferral could potentially be very, very important for you. One other unique feature that is relatively new in the 401k space is the adoption of a Roth 401k option inside a plan, which means you can designate a certain amount of your money to go into a Roth 401k instead of the traditional side. The biggest difference being is money that goes into the Roth will have already been taxed, where money that goes in the traditional side is put in before the dollars get taxed. But when it comes time to pull that money out of the Roth side of your 401k, it comes out all completely tax-free. Whereas the traditional side, any money you put in and any earnings made over whatever course of time you've had the money in the account will get pulled out, and you'll have to pay ordinary income tax on whatever that amount is. So when it comes time to thinking about how much you want to put in your 401k and which investments to take a look at, and do I put it in the traditional or the Roth if you have those options, those are all things you're going to want to consider and to look very closely at when it comes time to decide how you want to utilize your 401k to best take advantage of your specific financial situation.